everybody. Today is episode 25 of Huerta Urbana. Incredible, episode 25. So you're going to see my planter box garden, and it's looking pretty nice. I mean, I have 2 jalapeno plants that are giving me more jalapenos than my family can eat. We are at the point of actually giving them away. A new tomato plant's coming up, 9 garlic plants, a beautiful basil plant, and some new leeks that just started. So I really couldn't ask for more from my 5 planter boxes in my backyard. You still won't see much of the front yard. It's coming along. You're going to see how it's coming along soon, but I show you the backyard and how it's pretty cool how I can grow so much just in those little teeny spaces. And I could probably even grow more, so I got to work on that. And it's one of the easiest ways to be grateful. I mean, just being out there in the garden, it's so easy to find things to be grateful for. We have so little space, but we have so much abundance. One plant is giving us so much that we are giving some of it away to our friends and our neighbors. I mean, what a blessing and what a way to be grateful. So as I continue to study about soil and garden and its effects on our health, I just become more and more amazed at how much we need to be touching soil. So I'm reading a book right now. It's called Earthing, the book. And I believe a documentary is going to come out pretty soon about the book, and the book's pretty exciting to say the least. I mean, I finished a part the other day, and I'd like to share a part with you in this video. But if you want to get a lot more information about it, first, the book is called Earthing by Clinton Ober. And I actually, in my latest episode of the podcast, which you can get from my webpage, pastoresfarm.com, and there'll also be a link at the end of this video. You can get a lot more information about this part of the book. But in this book, Clinton Ober talks about, with the cardiologist, talks about something called the zeta potential. So the zeta potential describes the degree of negative charge on the surface of a red blood cell. And our blood cells, like all of us, we operate electrically. And it's nice because what this electrical charge does, it actually repels other red blood cells, so they don't clump all together. So it's important to have a high zeta potential so our red blood cells can flow freely and they don't clump all together. So the higher the zeta potential, the higher the charge, and the more repelling each red blood cell will do to the other red blood cells. It's kind of like when you get 2 magnets and you put them on the opposite side and you try to put them together and they just repel each other. This is exactly what happens with our red blood cells, and the flow is a lot better. So we need that blood flow so all the nutrients and other important things, all the wastes can be taken out, all the nutrients can be taken into the tissue that actually needs it. So zeta potential is actually really important. It's really interesting because they took 10 healthy individuals, not 10 sick individuals, 10 healthy individuals, and what they did is they just grounded them for 2 hours. So I think they used patches, but you can just take your shoes and socks off and just stand on the ground for 2 hours and do the exact same thing. They took blood samples to see what happened, one before and one after the 2 hours. And in their words, the analysis was surprising. They were expecting something like maybe a 30% change in what is zeta potential, but they found a 270% change on average of zeta potential by just touching the ground for 2 hours, by taking your socks and your shoes off and touching the ground. And what they did is they actually put patches, and they patched in these patches, and they took it and they ground it outside. But the same thing, just touching the ground. So grounding, it not only helps the blood, but it helps the flow of the blood. It helps it flow freely because that repelling effect of the red blood cells is increased when we're actually touching the ground. I mean, it's incredible how these things keep on coming out in this, and of course it was 10 people, so it's not a lot, but 10 people, I mean, seeing a 270% change is pretty big. And the thing about it is that they were healthy. It wasn't like they were sick or anything like that. Healthy individuals. And that is pretty cool. So another reason to get out and garden, to get out and touch the dirt, to get out and play in fertile soil. Well, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit so you can have another reason to get out there and play in the soil, to now watch what I'm doing. Hopefully it inspires you to go out and plant something also. So enjoy this short little episode of my Huerta Urbana, well, my little urban garden in this video series, Huerta Urbana. Well, look what we got here. Showing you a little how we're doing here in this backyard. A tomato plant. And we might, I don't know if you can see, but we might get some tomatoes. Who knows? We'll see. It's definitely a little cooler here, so, but it's growing quite well, this tomato plant. So we're getting a tomato plant back from that nasty spider mite plague. Here's that jalapeno plant. I mean, we've eaten about 40. I've given away like 15, at least. I've given away 15, and look at all that we have still on that plant. It's just gorgeous. Here's another pepper plant, and these are actually kind of spicy also. So we got some of that, and that's coming up with some new ones. It looks a little, but that's, I mean, it's fine, but it looks a little, but it's got the water and everything it needs. Maybe it's actually too much water. And look down here. That's the mango tree. I'm so stoked. We still have that mango tree growing. I'm so happy about that with new leaves coming up. There's some leeks back there that I took from the other leeks that I picked, and I just planted some of the little teeny things that were hanging off it, and they came back. And there's the comfrey, and I got to cut back again because it just suffocates this little plant down here. And then we have ajo. So we have garlic. I planted some garlic there, and there's 2 garlics on the other side next to the comfrey, and then we have this beautiful plant here. That's just basil. This basil I've given away quite a bit of leaves also, and that's what it's looking like here. It's actually pretty neat. I mean, definitely need to start planting some new stuff, and we'll probably get some lettuce in soon. But that's what you're looking at. But man, look at all those jalapenos. It's just beautiful. It sounds like a Christmas tree with all the red lights. So hopefully you're a little bit more inspired. You want to get out there and plant a garden so you can get those awesome health effects and see the abundance. Thanks for watching. And again, that book, if you want to get more about that, it's called Earthing. It's by Clinton Over. And really interesting. If you like this stuff, you'll like the book quite a bit. And if you want more information just about how it helps our blood flow, check out my latest podcast. So, like I said, there's going to be a link here. You can just click on the link and it'll take you to that podcast. You can listen to it here on YouTube and learn just a little bit more. Again, thanks for helping me. Thanks for watching me turn this challenge into the way. And well, we'll see you on the next episode of Huerta Urbana.